activity neither.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live third round coverage of the Alberta Classic. So the action is underway. We'll take you out now to our featured golfer here at number 1. Frank, time for the third round and time for a good start.
That's right. 2 rounds in the bank. And what will today have to offer? Oh, I like that.
Ooh, I'm liking that balance.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Wow, I thought he made that. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Did the job right there. Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly, and you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
What a tremendous display of power and precision. Frank, chance to go for the green in 2 here at the third?
There is, but you can also use the terrain, which will kick the ball towards the left. So if you haven't hit the best of tee shots, still land that ball to the right and let it feed on.
Good chance at one. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Tester from 4 feet. Wow, Nate Siegel makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
Well, look at this hole, Frank. A par 3, 192 yards. It is beautiful.
It's called Devil's Cauldron, but with that lake, I think that should cool you down, not heat you up. Just keep an eye on that drop of elevation. For every 10 yards, you should reduce it by a club. So it's going to play some 50, 60 feet downhill.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. And it makes the green in regulation. Nice, solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Frank, what are you thinking about on this approach here at the 5th?
Once again, with a good drive, you're left with a scoring club. By that I mean a short iron. Gives you a lot more options and a lot more flags you can go at. Even with a flag in the back left, with a scoring club in hand, you can virtually just go straight at that. The ball will not kick too much once it hits the green.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Drops it in for birdie. Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with a second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
There's the approach shot, starting to find the rhythm now after that balky beginning.
Yeah, good opportunity here. Flag very much one you can aim at, and especially as they're starting to play well.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Getting set now over the putt. continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. You know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck. When he goes after it like he is here.
Come on now!
Come on, you can't hit a ball that
Come on!
That is crushing it beyond all
Shout out to Human
crushing.
Torch, Superhero, 74, Marvel. Shout out to my girl We Lost.
That is
Shout out also to my girl We Lost and Captain Marvel. She's playing his own too.
The little helping
The power of the
breeze
cosmos.
gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Like a machine out there. Another green in regulation. Just 5 feet left. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank, for only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15 foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there, maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Eyeing this putt for a birdie. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of shoot of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Well, Frank, what do you like here? Second shot to this par 5.
I like just the general terrain, Rich. Even though the water's on the right side, you want to keep away from that, which actually makes that ball go towards the general upslope of the green.
Safely aboard. Settles in over the putt.
When you consider the length of that putt, that's a good putt.
Trying to make yet another birdie.
A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
Just a couple of feet. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Solid play, heart of the green. Standing over his birdie putt. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
That was just a beautiful drive. And hit it solid and right in the middle. Second shot. Good look at the green. This could be a good one. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And it drops for birdie. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could be off the tee. Just hit it to that left bunker.
Golf ball. Shout out to David Torres. And my girl realized it's got the roll. She playing on also with the power of the
Rich, there's
Cosmos.
great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. This is a good-looking shot. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Good putt. Thirteenth hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
All right, hole in one. That was close though.
And the ball settles on the green about 26 feet away.
Not the easiest of putts coming up.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him. It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Locked in on the read and the speed. He's made it. Well, Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225 yards, 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but to figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to tick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first 2/3 of the green.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. This looks like it's going to find the target.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. And he has it for birdie. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around here. Nice, big, high towering draw. It's going to go that extra yardage because of the elevation.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, this second shot to the par 4 15th is what you might call a professional's shot. Explain why.
Yeah, there's always an advantage if a better player can shape a shot. So you have a long second shot, but just the way this green is, notice there's a slightly better entry from the left side. So the better player would try and hit a little fade in there. That might appear the safest shot coming in, but it's going to actually give you the best chance of hitting it close. General run-of-the-mill shot, sometimes you just bash it away over that right bunker, but it's not really the way in which that hole's designed.
For birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, looking at this approach now to the 16th, what does the player need to be aware of?
You've got to make sure you fly the ball every inch of the way here, Rich. The ball won't kick forward because of that false front. So making sure you at least club up, not club down.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Took the big stick off the tee, but still challenging short second shot coming up here, Frank.
A much shorter second shot here on 17, Rich. But because that green's elevated, you've actually got to be that much more precise with this pitch. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Come on now.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good.
Shout out to Human Torch, my girl. We lost since Captain Marvel. She flames on also.
Frank, I know you like boxing.
The power of the cosmos.
Heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Continuing to play well, a birdie. That wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
Alright, CBT Naruto. Alright, CBT Naruto. Over and out.